Hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Previously, things were looking pretty clear. Miles was getting some big ideas and knew what to do next, but just all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a new corpse appeared. In the fountain, someone drowned, apparently, or at least was floating in the fountain. And what's more, while everyone was preoccupied, the winter room melted. Someone sabotaged it. Or was it the autumn room? It's hard to keep track of them. Anyway, while waiting for forensics to do their thing, Raymond started telling another story to Miles about Gregory back in the day, and we flashed back to the past. So without further ado, let's pick things back up where we left off. It's Christmas Day. Oh man. Boy, Christmas Day. It's not almost Christmas. That would mean it isn't Christmas. No, it's Christmas. Huh? What are you doing here, Kate?
Oh, Monsieur Shields and Monsieur Edgeworth. Allow me to apologize once again for all the trouble I caused you yesterday.
Miss Hall looks a bit tired. Has Von Karma finished interrogating you?
Yes, aside from what happened to the ice sculptures, I was not at fault for anything else.
Well, what you did was very suspicious. What about these 14 photographs you took? Are you also here to meet with Master Jeff, Kate?
Yes, I'm worried about how he is holding up.
Oh, it's Bad. Detective Bad, why are you here? I just happened to be here. I'll be heading to the crime scene soon. I don't think this is a place that people happen to be, though. Yeah. Hello. He looks a bit stunned. Master Jeff, what happened to you?
Oh no, Monsieur Master, why do you look so poor?
I didn't get much sleep last night. The tribulation known as questioning was rather harsh. I'm just a little exhausted. They didn't let you sleep. Even for an interrogation, that's going too far. Detective Bad. The detective in charge of the initial investigation was also in charge of the interrogation. I don't like Von Karma's methods, but this was all I could do. He was the one who brought me here. It seems I was supposed to be interrogated for a little bit longer, though. It seems that Detective Bad is looking out for Mr. Master in his own way. So, shall we inform Mr. Master about what happened yesterday, Raymond? Yes, sir. I got all my memos right here. Yes, recap me, please. Mr. Master, we would like to inform you about yesterday's investigation. Yes, thank you very much. Please, go ahead. Master Jeff, it's almost like your spirit's gone. Oh, my sugar levels are low, so I might not seem like my usual energetic self. While we're on the subject, you know that myth that feeding kids candy will get them hyped up on sugar and super energetic? Yeah, no, that's really just what it is, a myth. It's not actually true.
Monsieur Master.
Do we have anything that can give his spirit and his glucose a boost? Yeah, we can present stuff. We got the candies, the chocolates. Let's do that right away. Oh, those chocolates. Are you giving them to me?
Oh, those chocolates are...
If possible, I would like to give them to you immediately. But it's against the rules to give anything to the suspects in the detention center. I see. Regrettably, if those are the rules, then there's nothing we can do about it. Are you sure there's no way we can give them to him? Detective Bad. Looks like he noticed what we're trying to ask of him. Yeah. I'll inspect the chocolates, and if there are no problems, I'll think about it. Detective Bad, thank you very much. All right. I knew we could count on you, Detective Bad. I am truly in your debt. Wait right here. Take it. Thank you very much. Not a word to anyone else. It would cause problems for me later. Well, isn't there a camera up in the corner of the room? Yes, of course. I apologize for making you go through so much trouble. Now I shall partake in eating these delicious delights at once. I'm sorry for asking you to do something so dangerous, Detective Bad. I only did what I wanted to do. Why can't you just be honest here, Detective? Oh, how sweet. It's like I've come back to life. Oh, did Kate make these chocolates?
Yes, sir, I did. How does it taste?
Melts in your mouth, newt in your hand, sweet chocolates melting in my mouth, so sweet, so divine. Thank you for the tasty treat. Oh, they're a bit misshapen, but so sweet and delicious. Thank you.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed it.
And above all, it helped you regain your spirit. Thank you for your concern. The food they serve here has been absolutely tasteless. And combined with a lack of sleep, I was thoroughly exhausted. Is the food here that bad? Just salt beef and stew, your average prison fare. Sounds nice. That is odd. I really could not taste anything. Huh? Whatever, I'm about to head out to the crime scene. You couldn't taste anything. Is that... I think Gregory thought something was weird with that statement, but... Please wait, Detective Bad. Can you give us any new information? Yeah, I think I can. We've identified the victim. Just as you said, Isaac Dover was a sculptor who worked in France. It seems he went by the name Pierre Hoquet. Isaac Dover was Pierre Hoquet? How could that be?
Monsieur Pierre Hoquet.
I really do hope I'm pronouncing that right. Oh God, not this again. So Pierre Hoquet wasn't actually French, huh? Which is likely why he never showed himself in public while he worked under that name. The Zodiac sculptures. They were his masterpieces, it seems. Although they will remain forever unfinished. Unfinished? Even though they were his masterpieces? It seems he worked on them by season. Once he finished the remaining winter constellations, his work would be done.
Huh? The winter constellations are Taurus and Gemini, right?
So those ice sculptures were his final pieces.
It's heartbreaking that they melted. I cannot apologize enough. Oh, no, I wasn't blaming you or anything.
I blame her. Also, Dover was infamous for being greedy. He would charge hundreds of thousands just to make a single sculpture.
Huh?
Hundreds of thousands for something as ephemeral as ice sculpture. Well, sorbet. Ugh. It seemed like he always had money troubles. The murder might be related to that, but it's still under investigation.
So he had money problems even though he was a famous artist.
Do you know why he entered a dessert contest? Not yet. He kept it a secret, even from his family. I see. It's time. I'm bringing in the replacement guard. Can't hang around here any longer than I have. Yes, I understand. Let's meet again later. Now, come to think of it, we've never actually seen Bad, pull out his mirror and check himself out, or his reflection, or what's behind him. He keeps grabbing for it, making us think he's grabbing for his gun, but he hasn't actually pulled out his mirror yet. That detective is a kind soul. Indeed. He never strays from his own beliefs. He truly has a strong will. Wait, that wasn't Master. He never strays from his own beliefs. He truly has a strong will.
But he's pretty scary when you first meet him.
I see. Could you tell me everything that happened yesterday? Of course. Allow me to give you a report of our investigation. Wait, so did I end up skipping the dialogue? I could have done that dialogue option choice, but I assumed it would be he just zoned out like a zombie. And I was like, oh, I have to give him this to get him to talk, but oh well. So this is what happened. I am sorry for the trouble Kate has caused you.
I am truly very sorry.
You have no need to worry so long as you have told the truth, Miss Hall. Mr. Master, would you mind if I asked you a few questions as well? Yes, I shall divulge all that I know. You were supposed to say no then. Yes, you do mind, is what you just said. Oh, okay. Well, what was I just talking about? Here we go. Please tell us about the other 3 contestants in the final round of your contest. Let's see. Miss Delicious's desserts had a fantastic design. However, she broke the rules, so I could not recognize her as the winner. Up until the semifinals, Mr. Gustavia's flavors and design were to my liking. Unfortunately, both the taste and appearance of his finals entry left much to be desired. Oh. What made the change? And there was something strange about his dessert in the semifinals. Something strange. Both Mr. Gustavia's and Mr. Dover's desserts had the exact same taste. They had different designs, but in terms of taste, it was like eating the same thing. Pastries that taste like sorbet? Sorbet that tastes like pastries.
What do they look like?
Oh, there should be a picture of them at my mansion.
Please allow me to show you later.
Certainly. Thank you very much.
And then
Oh, that's not Kate. And then there was Mr. Dover's sorbet sculptures. Oh, they were absolutely heavenly. Huh? Did you have a chance to taste his creations? If I recall correctly, his body was discovered in the middle of judging. Yes, but I was not informed of this until after the judging had finished. Since he was not present in the room, I helped myself to a piece of his edible lyre. Didn't Delicia say she ate some of the lyre? It was fantastically delicious. I was so moved I broke into song. Wait a moment, please. Did you say the lyre was delicious? Yeah, Delicia said it was salty. Could you please give us a little more detail about that? You ate the lyre from the sculpture in Mr. Dover's room, correct? Yes, the one that was in the same glass case as the Gemini sculpture. That's the one. Please have a look at this picture, Mr. Master. Did you eat from this lyre that's missing the strings? Yes, that lyre originally had strings. However, I ate them all, resulting in what you see here in this picture. He ate them all? Then does that mean Delicia lied? Or did she eat the Pisces lyre? Someone's lying about these lyres. So the strings on the lyre were missing because he ate them. Actually, Delicia ate part of the same lyre that you did. However, she said it was so salty that she could not eat it. You don't say. Master just said he couldn't taste the salty beef and stew. He can't taste salt? That means there might be a problem with my sense of taste after all. A problem with your sense of taste? How so? There is a taste disorder called hypogusia, in which you lose the ability to taste salt. Huh. Perhaps I have contracted this illness. I just never realized it since I eat nothing but sweets. However, I now know with certainty. So that's why he couldn't tell what the food they served here tasted like.
No! For a pastry chef to lose their sense of taste is fatal.
Even if there is treatment for taste impairment, there isn't a cure for it yet. But it's probably best that you let the police know so you can receive a medical examination. No, that won't be necessary. There is a recipe in my mansion specifically for making the cure. A recipe for a drug that will cure your taste impairment? Yes, please look for it later when you return to the mansion.
Monsieur Master, that means revealing the...
Kate, we should no longer conceal it from Mr. Gregory.
Yes, sir, I understand. If that is what you wish.
A recipe for a special drug? Just what are they hiding? Something to do with the Angel's recipe, perhaps?
Well then, I must be returning to the mansion now, so I will take my leave.
Yes, we will be heading there later as well. Kate.
What is it, Monsieur Master?
You should not live for my sake. You should reconsider your lifestyle, so that you can live by yourself even if I were no longer around.
Please do not say things like that. I simply cannot live without you, Monsieur Master. I promise to wait for you until you return. Excuse me.
Oh, Kate. Catherine.
Master Jeff, Kate was crying. Why did you say something so cruel?
I am worried about her. Catherine always puts me before herself.
What do you mean?
She collects Pierre Hoquet's works and makes sweets. All to make me happy, nothing more. That is the only reason she does anything. She always puts aside her own preferences and things that she wants to do herself. I want Catherine to choose to live her own life. I do not want her to waste her valuable life because of me.
Is that so?
He thinks of Miss Hall as his own daughter, and he would want his children to choose their own path in life. And a parent would do anything to protect their own children. That feeling, I also know it well. Well, that should do it for the questions. We must return to the scene of the crime. Oh, it is already time to leave, I see. So will my tribulations of questioning resume? We should take measures against their interrogations from our side as well. Can you ask the police about that? I can, but I have other ways in mind as well. When the time comes... Oh, you are a dependable man. I shall be counting on you.
Master Jeff, we'll come here every day with reports of our progress. We'll bring Kate too.
Yes, thank you very much. I shall be looking forward to it. Mr. Master, know that the police will be attempting to get you to confess. I am sorry to ask an innocent soul like yourself to bear with these painful experiences. But please hold on for now. If you confess, I am positive that Von Karma will use that to his advantage. And that will make helping you all that much more difficult. I understand. I shall do my best. If you believe in me until the bitter end, I will definitely get you out of here. Well, what's going on with the fountain in this time, huh? Detective Bad, thank you for helping us earlier.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for what?
There's no need to be shy about it.
Enough about that. I suppose you intend to investigate today, too? Of course, we still need more information to prove Mr. Master's innocence. I'm sorry, but apart from this patio, you're not allowed to investigate anywhere else.
What? So you're saying we can't investigate?
I'm guessing this is Von Karma's doing. Yeah, Von Karma's a bit on edge at the moment. He still hasn't received the autopsy report. Moreover, the only ones in this mansion are Miss Hall and the police. So don't get your hopes up on speaking with the people connected to this case.
Von Karma's being completely unreasonable. He's gone too far.
Detective Bad, what do you intend to do? I promised I'd do anything I can to assist you. You have my thanks.
We won't let any of Von Karma's dirty tricks get the best of us.
Detective Bad, is it alright if we investigate the fountain patio? Yes. We've already finished checking everything, except for the fountain. That's fine. As long as there is still something, I shall continue investigating. Begin investigation. Yeah. Okay, looks like Bad's gonna follow us around. Man. In neither timeline have we actually been able to freely move around this bit here. Huh. Okay, I think we'll save talking to Catherine for last, for now. What? What do you think about the case, Detective Bad? The police's opinion is the same as Von Karma's. But I don't buy that. The investigation of this patio is also lacking as well. I have already talked to the labbies. You can ask them anything you want. I appreciate that. Thank you, Detective Bad. Heh. Not really doing it for you. Just want an investigation I can approve of. What are you investigating, exactly? Sir, I'm testing the water in the fountain for foreign matter, sir. Have you found anything? It seems there's both chocolate and sorbet mixed in with the fountain water. It matches the chocolate from Jeff Masters' room, and the sorbet that melted in Isaac Dover's room. They all share the same composition. Huh? The fountain water circulates through the streams that flow from each of the 4 rooms. Oh, right, yeah, you can even see the water under the glass. It all flows to here. Oh. Perhaps the melted sorbet flowed into the fountain. Also, someone's blood was detected as well. What are you saying? How could there have been blood in the fountain? Detective Bad, please think back to our investigation of the crime scene. Detective Bad, please look at the crime scene carefully once more. The blood stain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared. I definitely didn't get any reports about the blood stain being cleaned up. The blood disappeared from the crime scene. Also, part of the treasure chest was missing too. Oh. Perhaps the blood in the fountain belongs to this person. Isaac Dover. The victim. Let's run a comparison with the blood on the murder weapon. It's a match. The blood in the fountain is Dover's. I wonder why the criminal spilled the victim's blood into the fountain. New evidence. Oh, that's interesting. These angel statues look like they're eating chocolate fondue. Aren't those carobs? It would seem these angel statues are also Pierre Hoquet's works. As expected, they're very well made. Looks just like the real thing. Huh? So you've seen a real angel before, Detective Bad? Yeah, defense attorneys. Always the first to find fault with everything. Perhaps that was wrong of me. Raymond, could we talk for a bit? Sure thing, Mr. Edgeworth. Fire away. Let's chat about the case. Raymond, have you noticed anything about the case? A lot, actually. Mr. Dover's body was found in Mr. Masters' room. Please don't do... And we found the murder weapon, that rock salt lamp, in Miss Delicious's Candy Castle. Miss Delicious's desserts aren't so dreamy anymore, huh? Yes, you're right. And Kate looks sad too. I asked you to note, not to dote.
Huh? Did I do something wrong?
I'm getting a little worried about your future. This case was your first investigation, huh, Raymond?
Yeah, and I've been taking memos on everything that's happening. It's truly an inspiration to be investigating with you, Mr. Edgeworth.
You aiming to be an attorney?
Yeah, defense attorneys are heroes of justice who help those in need. The moment I saw how amazing Mr. Edgeworth was in court, I decided to be his apprentice.
I want to hear that story. Were you, like, in the crowd or a witness?
But detectives also defend people. But I already have my heart set out on becoming a defense attorney. Is that so? Well, good luck then.
Aw. Perhaps Detective Bad wants an apprentice too. Gumshoe, gumshoe, gumshoe. It seems these musical instruments were used in Piece of Cake. Of course, these probably aren't made of candy. Detective Bad looks somewhat disappointed. It seems these musical instruments were used in Piece of Cake. Oh. Okay, what's the deal with Santa Claus? It's a figure of Santa Claus. I suppose it's also made of candy.
Behind that door is Master's room. This Santa is probably another one of his works.
Santa, huh? I wonder what I should get my son for Christmas this year. How about you get yourself some life insurance? I think he said he wanted an attorney's badge. I wonder if I could ask Mr. Master to make him one out of candy.
This leads to Gustavia's room.
There's a reindeer by the door. According to the nameplate, it's made entirely of candy.
Such splendid antlers, very manly.
But a male reindeer's antlers fall off during the winter. So this must be a female.
You lawyers always giving out useless information.
What does that have to do with being a lawyer? A trophy. What an amazing trophy.
It's probably Master's. World's greatest pastry chef, huh?
It's also made out of candy. Doesn't seem like it would last long.
Honor and glory don't last long. I think that's the lesson here.
I don't think it's quite as deep as that. Where does this elevator go?
To the second floor, Master and Hall's quarters. Apparently, on their days off, Master makes candy and holds tea parties upstairs. But if it's a nice day, they probably have it in the gardens or something.
That sounds nice. I'd like an invite when the case is over. Would you like to come too, Detective Bad?
You're wasting your breath. I don't fraternize with attorneys.
Oh, that's rich coming from you. Many of the trophies Master has received are placed here. Besides deserved contests, there are also awards for his charity work. An evidence display of both his skill and character. Huh? This trophy is... to recognize the TV program Piece of Cake for giving children hopes and dreams. Hopes and dreams. Now I want to see it too. Frosty.
This leads to Delicia's room.
The snowman here is rather eye-catching. It's made from powdered sugar.
Oh, powdered sugar, huh?
He's staring at it quite intently. Hope he's not thinking of sneaking a taste. The investigation is underway. Only authorized personnel are beyond this point.
Aren't I authorized personnel?
Sorry, authorized personnel are prohibited too. I guess that means no one can enter.
Are these Von Karma's orders? Can't stand that guy.
Not the tree. It's a Christmas tree made out of table sugar.
Thanks to these decorations, this place is on red alert. If even a single ant made it inside, it would be terrible.
Indeed, if ants got in here, it would be disastrous. Okay. We never did look here. Okay, nothing to say about Master Zume, I don't think. Xylophone. And a real lyre. A harp and some maracas are lined up here. They're so exquisitely crafted I can't tell from looking if they are sweets or the real thing. I'd like to touch them, but that would go against the rule of preserving the crime scene.
Keep your hands off them. I already checked. They're real instruments.
Look for a bite mark. But if you can't tell by looking, how did you know they were real without touching them?
Indeed, I didn't touch them. Not with my hands, that is.
Surely not. No, I'm overthinking it. A big old drum? And a bass or a cello? It seems these musical instruments were used in Piece of Cake. Or is it a viola? Of course, these probably aren't made of candy. Oh. Well, do you believe we've looked at everything there is to look at? Let's speak to Catherine. Miss Hall, I've come to investigate today. Oh, Monsieur Edgeworth, I apologize for my disgraceful behavior earlier. Yeah, show us that thing you were gonna show us.
Kate, she still looks a bit down.
What Master said earlier must have been a real shock to her. I've prepared the photo I took of the desserts during the semifinals. Please take a look. Ah. A unicorn, some butterflies, and a phoenix. Wait a second. Huh. The word left my mouth and a beat passed before my eyes. Wait, Phoenix? Oh my. So let's see. Oh, Dover had the unicorn, Scones had the butterfly, and Gustavia had the phoenix. You know, that makes sense. He's inspired by Zhenfa, and the phoenix, I believe, originates from Chinese myth. I want to say. I think. Actually, what am I saying? The phoenix, the word itself is Greek. Hence, like, Apollo, you know? No, I swear... Okay, even if the name Phoenix is Greek, and the Greeks had the myth of an immortal bird, I know for a fact the Chinese had a immortal firebird thing going on too. Suzaku, the pheasant of the east? Okay, Byakko, the white tiger of the west. Shinryu, not Shinryu, Shiryu? Azure Dragon of the North. Genbu? Black Earth Turtle of the South. And Suzaku, the Vermilion Pheasant of the East. Yes, that's it. I got it. Yeah, I'm smart. Yeah. Wow, delicious cake is so cute. Monsieur Master also praised the design of delicious work very highly. Messieurs Gustavia and Dover's works gained high praise for both taste and design, but Monsieur Master said it felt like he was eating the exact same thing twice. But it seems that their desserts had completely different tastes for the finals. Was there anything else that was different between the finals and the semifinals? It's nothing major, but there was something. During the contest, Monsieur Gustavia's son always came to see him, but... Oh! There was no sign of him at the finals. His son came to visit. I wonder if there is any significance behind... Oh! The little kid in the ladybug coat or shirt. Oh! That's gotta be him, right? Oh wait, was that in the present? Who was that? No, that was the present. The ladybug shirt boy was in the present because I remember the Delight family were there. Desiree and Ron Delight. They were there too. It was Gregory there. It was Miles. Miles there. Miles. Okay, look. I may be feeling a bit off today. My brain is kind of chugging. You have to understand, this is because I stayed up way later than I should have playing the brand new Legend of Zelda game that just came out. I'm kinda out of it today, but what can you do? Would you mind leaving this photo with me? Certainly. Anything to aid in the investigation. And here's the recipe book that contains a special drug for curing taste disorders. Well. That cover looks familiar.
Wasn't this framed in Master's room?
Since it's also the prize for the contest, we put it out on display. Huh? So the contest prize, Angel's recipe, wasn't just a recipe for desserts. That's right. We've informed their participants, but it seems you all don't know yet. So the participants knew about the true contents of the Angel's recipe. When someone tried to open it, or did tamper with it, that handprint is suspicious. Miss Hall, please tell me all you know about the Angel's recipe. So the Angel's recipe contains the formula for the drug. Yes, it's a recipe book for new drugs that haven't been released to the public yet. Okay, why and how does Master know any of this? What? Huh? If sold to a pharmaceutical company, I'm sure it would fetch a substantial price.
Why is something like that a prize in the contest?
Monsieur Master is the only heir to the chairman of the Master Group. Master Medical? Huh. Master Group? That name sounds familiar.
They're a pharmaceutical company who deal in a wide range of products.
Oh, they've become big news recently with the release of Cold Killer X. Wait. Cold Killer X? Cold Killer X? Isn't that a... I swear Cold Killer X was a bit of evidence in a previous case. Was it in the noodle cart one with the Palmaractus clinic? No, I don't think so. Cold Killer X, why does that sound so familiar? It's driving me crazy. Okay, you know what? I'm actually gonna Google that. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'll be very careful to avoid spoilers, but I need to look this up. I gotta satiate my curiosity. I know I've heard this somewhere. Of course. It's the first case of the third game. It was poisoned in an attempt to kill Phoenix Wright himself. Oh man. I knew it. I knew it was familiar. I often use the Cold Killer products. But I've never once seen you with a cold. I would like to hear more about the Master Group. Tell me more. Did Mr. Master not want to follow in his parents' footsteps? Monsieur Master wanted to bring joy to people with his desserts. His parents also wanted him to become a great pastry chef and supported him. When his parents died, the recipe book was left to him as his inheritance. Why would he give away a memento of his parents as a prize in a contest? There were always people who were after it, something which troubled Monsieur Master. But just giving away the memento would have been disrespectful to his parents. So he decided to pass it over to someone he acknowledged.
And the members of the Master Group approved of that. Information about new drugs being passed on to outsiders.
Of course they objected. That's why Delicia participated in the contest. On the order of the Master Group, she was requested to win the championship. You knew Delicia's true identity from the start? Yes. In order for her to win, I told her Monsieur Master's tastes and preferences. Why did you help her? I helped her in order to protect Monsieur Master and the Master Group. If the drug recipes were given to another company, he would be reprimanded by the board. I wanted to return the recipes to the company in a way that Monsieur Master would accept. So it was due to Miss Hall's help that Delicia was able to reach the finals. Speaking of which, Mr. Dover wasn't a pastry chef either. He sure did well to make it to the finals, considering he's just a sculptor. Yes, for him to be able to make such fine desserts despite being a sculptor. From the sorbet sculptures he made for the finals, it's clear to see he has great talent, but could he really have made that by himself? That is all I know. Is there anything else I can do to help? To save Mr. Master, she's trying to help as much as she can. May we perhaps have some more of that tea from yesterday, please, Miss Hall? I'm sure that would help us get on with the investigation. Yeah, I'd like some of Kate's tea, too. Right, understood. I'll be back in a minute. Kate looks a bit better now.
Investigation complete.
Huzzah! We've gathered information about all the contestants, and yet we still haven't heard Gustavia's side of the story. I know, right? He's been dangling in front of us like a carrot on a stick for hours. I need to talk to him, please. That reminds me. Why did you enter Mr. Dover's room, Mr. Gustavia? Well, that was because...
Silence, Ignoramus. You are not to give that attorney the tiniest hint of information.
What exactly was he doing in Mr. Dover's room? And moreover, something is odd about his semi-final entry. A pastry chef bad at design, and a sculptor skilled only at designing. It would have been extremely difficult for either of them to win the contest alone. Hence why Isaac Dover, who perhaps was the only one with authentic skill, was killed? Could it be that Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover's connection is... Detective Bad, we have reason to suspect the actions of Dame Gustavia.
Yeah.
It is imperative that we find a way to contact him at once. Oh, this conversation is most interesting? Oh, hello.
However, I cannot allow you to speak with Mr. Gustavia.
Von Karma.
I have already conducted my interrogation of him. It is not necessary for him to speak any further, especially to a mere defense attorney. Tisk, tisk, tisk. But I will answer your questions in that fool's place.
It seems Von Karma intends to prevent me from meeting Gustavia in person. I understand. In that case, I have but one thing to ask you.
Yes?
I would like to know the relationship between Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover. Their connection.
Gustavia and Dover's relationship. It's obvious the only relationship they had was that they happened to participate in the same contest.
Whoa! That's it? 2 lines? What?
There's nothing more to say.
What? How are you supposed to understand anything from so little? If we want Von Karma to divulge the truth, we have no choice but to present evidence. It's all too obvious that he's hiding something.
Gustavia and Dover's relationship?
Are you sure Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover aren't linked in some way?
Do not interrupt me with your baseless allegations. If we were in court right now, I'd have you held in contempt.
I don't think Von Karma has that kind of authority, though.
Von Karma is famous for having even the judges wrapped around his finger.
What? That's insane. Seems like it won't be easy to go against him in court. Prosecutor Von Karma, please continue your argument.
It's obvious the only relationship they had was that they happened to participate in the same contest.
It may have been a coincidence that the two participated in the same contest. However, you can't say for sure that they weren't connected.
Defense attorney, how many times must I tell you? If you have no evidence to challenge my argument, be silent.
I'll be silent for now, then. So I need to show evidence of a link between Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover.
Your mouth may be silent, but your eyes tell me everything. What is it you want to say?
Does he want me to speak or be silent? It would seem Von Karma does not want us to know Gustavia and Dover's real connection. Maybe the connection between these two puts the prosecution at a disadvantage? Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover should have had something in common. Should enlighten Von Karma on this fact. I wonder if the fact that their cakes tasted identical is a sign that they originated from like the same culinary school or something. Let's give that a shot. Yeah, I guess it's the cakes.
Objection!
Prosecutor Von Karma, I'd like you to look at these desserts. The desserts were made for the contest semifinals. Don't you think these two have a particularly impressive design?
Just what are you getting at?
These two desserts were made by Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover. I wouldn't exactly call Mr. Gustavia's design skills praiseworthy. And yet, for the semifinals, he was able to produce something comparable to Mr. Dover's. Furthermore, these two desserts have the exact same flavor.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it's possible they collaborated with each other on their entries. Prosecutor Von Karma, please take a closer look at their desserts. Oh, the flowers are the exact same. Same colors, same shapes, same sizes. At first glance, they may look completely different. But even though the designs are different, it's clear they were made from the same materials. You know what? I just realized I don't actually know what mythology the unicorn originates from. I actually don't know that. The unicorns are just so ubiquitous, I'm like, ah yes, mythological creature, yes, very good, I'm like, what? What is their origin? Are they Greek? I know the Pegasi are, but the unicorn? I mean, I mean, it sounds Greek. I mean, uni is like Greek for one? Okay, mono is Latin for one.
Is that so?
The same flavor and composition. It's impossible to dismiss their similarity as coincidence. The very existence of these two desserts points to a link between Mr. Gustavia and Mr. Dover.
Since you already know this much, I'll tell you the truth.
Wow, that's kind of him. Did Von Karma know about their collaboration?
However, what I am about to say is not going to help your case at all.
Their real connection.
If you want to know about Gustavia and Dover's connection so badly, I'll tell you. Last night, when I interrogated Gustavia, he told me about his connection with Dover. Until the day before the finals, they worked on their desserts together.
You knew about their cooperation all this time, didn't you? Why would you conceal the truth?
I would appreciate it if you didn't sully my reputation. Until I explain my points in court, I avoid giving away unnecessary details. I was merely saving you time.
How can he act like this and keep the truth from us? His concealment of the truth is something I simply cannot ignore. Well, I can ignore it because, boy, now that this video's done, I get to go play more Legend of Zelda. Hip hip hooray! This is usually where I'd spend some time recapping things and giving some thoughts, but the Zelda's right there, dude! I'm Zephyr the Jester, this has been Ace Attorney, goodbye!